I started running on the 1st of January 2024, and my ambitious goal was and still is to do sports every single day of the entire year. My first run was 5 kilometers long and took 32 minutes and 12 seconds. Since then I ran around 500 kilometers and spent over 48 hours in my running shoes. I even ran my first half marathon a few weeks back.
Yes.
Alone on my local trails, but I did it. Of course, running through my neighborhood could not be enough, so I decided to sign up for a trail race in the Norwegian mountains. 21 kilometers with 800 vertical meters uphill. I started watching running YouTube, and a few days later my For You page was full of pace, heart rate, cadence, nutrition and a lot of stuff I had never heard before.
If you want to stop sucking at running, here's 4 things you must do.
There really is one secret technique that all top runners are using.
When I first started, I used to run at night because I was embarrassed at how I looked when I ran.
Suddenly running became numbers, pressure, comparing myself to others. All of a sudden running became stress, and I didn't even notice. In the beginning, running was being outside in nature, moving my body, letting my mind wander, smiling and being happy. In the last few weeks, it was more about looking at a number on my watch, trying to keep it low. The race in Norway is just around the corner. When I signed up for it, I had no idea what I'm getting myself into. My only goal was to show up at the start and to see how it goes. A few weeks later, I found myself studying last year's results, figuring out if I maybe have a chance to compete with the fastest and make it onto the podium or into the top 10. I came up with great training plans I couldn't keep up with, which led to even more ambitious training plans to make up for my failures. And finally, for the first time after almost 200 days of training this year, it felt like a burden to put on these shoes. And finally, for the first time since January 1st, 2024, I did not feel like running anymore. Am I giving up? Did I screw it? Is it even worth it going to Norway, embarrassing myself? Is this really all I have? Why do I even run? In the last 6 months, I fell in love with running. I found something that makes me happy. I found something that helps me grow. Something that puts things into perspective. And I want to keep doing it for a very long time. I will go to Norway. I will run this race. I will do something I've never done before. I will try to not look at a number on my watch too often. I will just show up at the start and I will see how it goes. I believe I learned something in the last few days. I learned what running means to me, and I learned that for me, at the moment, running is not about running fast. See you in Norway. Bye.